Welcome to the Nightcap. It's your girl, Carolina Sanchez, and are you or your partner on the DL? Don't know what that is? It's the down low, baby. If you are, don't worry. I'm not gonna let out your secret, but we are gonna talk about this lifestyle. But I need a drink in my hand, and I've got Christian here. Ooh, what is this?
It's gonna be our delicious Queen Bee. Got some lavender, some gin, some lemon, and some champagne in there. Sweet and refreshing.
Oh, you're gonna have to show me how to make this. And
Definitely.
This dangerous cocktail is good for this dangerous conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Come join Noah on the couch. Well, we're not gonna air out any dirty laundry. We are gonna get into it. So let's go.
Yeah, what's up for a nightcap? Chill, you know, kick back.
Well, here to teach me a thing or two about the DL life are my friends Noah Griffin and Christian Rios. Not because you guys are on the DL, right? You guys are out and proud.
Nah, I'm out.
Out and proud.
Yeah, for sure.
But you have had your experiences with men who are on the DL.
Yes, many
Definitely.
times. Yeah.
Okay, so what exactly is it to be on the DL?
So you have different levels of DLs.
Levels.
Levels, yeah. So you have the DLs that might do it because they're not comfortable coming out to their family or friends.
Okay.
They're gay. They know they're gay and they want to be more closed off from the world, not to be judged. Then you have the DLs that they have families and wives and kids and just like having sex with men.
Oh.
And they advertise that as well too.
And
They'll
they advertise
advertise
it
as
that way.
married down low, because that's again one of those things where you just like it's a conquering thing, or it's a numbers game. You got him, and he's got a whole wife and family, kids at home, and he's still coming to you. It's a very weird
Wait,
dynamic.
they
There's all kinds.
advertise themselves though,
Yeah.
as like a family man.
Yeah.
They have to
A
let you know.
straight family
Yeah.
man.
They have to let you know, because when they let you know how to play your role. Like, I have a family and kids. I'm not leaving my wife and my kids for you. So now I know, okay, your deal, I'm not going to do too much. I'm not going to be over texting you, calling you, because I know you have a family to go home to.
Right. It's just he texts you, hey, what are you doing? You get that, late night, 3 in the morning.
Yeah. You know what it is.
WYD.
You know
And you
what
know
the
what it is.
exactly. You know what it is.
WYD
Yeah.
okay?
You know what
The
it
assignment
is.
is there. Are you
Exactly.
going to fulfill it?
You get that tap on that yellow app, and lets you know, and it even says under, down low, married, no federal on it. It says, has tapped you, and you already know who it is. You're like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's him,
Wow. Okay, this yellow app, please.
Grindr.
Grindr,
Yeah,
okay.
and it's a wild place. It's a lawless land. Like, it's the Wild West. It's World War III. It's wild there.
Is it worse than like because I hear all about the Tinders, right?
Oh yeah.
Grindr is worse than Tinder.
I would say kind of
It's
like
worse.
Yeah, definitely worse in terms of how much people can harass you, which is why I always say too. It was like I always believe in the fact when they're like, oh yeah, I get hit up online like every day, twice, 2-3 times a day by random people. It's like, yeah, that's Grindr.
Yeah.
And they will message you and message you and message you and message you every day, 3 times
Can
a day.
you block people?
You can,
Yeah.
but I
Okay.
mean, I'm petty, so I'm like, well, you can waste your time every day sending me this message, and I'm just gonna ignore it like
I'm just
usual.
gonna ignore
But I reserve my blocking for people who are getting a little too forward. I don't feel comfortable talking to them anymore. then
Right,
I'll
like
block
I
them,
gotta
but
set a boundary at
yeah,
this point.
if you're just being annoying, just hey, I'm just
Yeah.
whatever, dude.
Bye.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so for the record, are you guys in relationships, situationships? Where are you guys?
I'm in a situationship.
Okay.
Since you said that, that's what I'm gonna call it.
Okay,
A situationship. Yeah.
Okay, we'll leave it at situationship. What about you, Christian?
open in a relationship of 5 years now.
Oh wow,
so,
5
yes,
years. And
definitely.
open. So there's an understanding that you're
Yeah.
each seeing other people.
Not seeing other people in terms of dating. It is purely sexual.
Oh.
And is all it is. Like we talked about it when we were getting to our relationship, and then we set healthy boundaries in terms of what we each expected from it and what we expected from each other. And that being the case, talking about like, hey, it's kind of when the other person's not here, sure, go for it, kind of thing.
I love this.
Initially we weren't even like saying like let's not even bring people into the apartment. Like if you're gonna meet up with someone, go meet up with them
somewhere
somewhere.
else.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is great for DL too.
Yeah.
I mean, because they do everything. Car play,
Yeah.
meet you somewhere,
What
a
is car
park.
play? Is that just like
Car play is mostly like you're gonna like do it in the car.
Yeah.
I want to give
Like-
you head in the car or have sex in the back seat because you can't go to your home. Your kids are running
Okay.
around playing after school. So
so? We're just
Yeah.
so where do you go? Do you go park the car at some parking garage?
Walmart, CVS.
HEB.
You know,
What
Yeah.
in the world? Daylight, nighttime?
daylight.
Anytime, honestly.
Anytime.
Yeah, like
I feel like that's part of the thrill.
Yeah, part of
Yeah,
it for
it's
them
real.
is too, definitely.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say most DL guys that I've met up with in the past usually want to meet more at night because that's, of course, when they can get away from their family,
Yeah.
or their wife and kids are asleep, so they can kind of sneak out and go do whatever they want to do. But they, like I said, there's different people. They all sometimes like different ways. Like I would say I've only had like 1 or 2 down low guys that were very similar in terms of what they liked and what they wanted out of that interaction. But every other down low guy I've had has been different drastically from the next one, whether they're top or big Nelly bottom. And some of them are. You'd be surprised. Some of these men that are, grown with, wife, 3 kids and
Yeah.
everything like that, that's what they want.
They want to get bent over.
They
Yeah.
want to be bent over.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Crazy.
Which
This
is
is a
crazy
whole-
too.
It's crazy.
I mean, it's 2023. The wife will do it for you at this point,
No, the wife will definitely do it for
Right,
you now. But
yeah, it's a new day, for sure.
No, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
it's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's definitely not the same than having a real life man doing it for you. So
Yeah.
it's confusing sometimes. Like I've dealt with a DL person, relationship wise. I was with one. Yeah.
Oh, okay, hold that thought, Noah, because you got to tell me about this DL relationship coming up next. I know you want to hear it too, so stay right there. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We've been talking about men who are on the DL with my friends Noah and Christian. And before we sent y'all to break, you were about to talk about a relationship you had with a man who was on the DL.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
So it was my college days.
Okay.
I was a freshman in college, and it was this guy I was talking to that I met in like this freshman group chat we were in a
Okay.
way. I wasn't all the way out as well. I kind of was like still closed off into the life of being out, an openly gay man. So we kind of started talking and we started getting together and having sex and doing stuff. And I was told he had a girlfriend. Now, he told me that he was gonna leave the girlfriend for me, which I thought he did. But when we got together, he was living a whole other life. The girlfriend was living literally in the other college apartments behind us. He would be texting her, on FaceTime with her, and I'd be in the bathroom. And it was weird, like, cause it was like, okay, well, what are you doing? Like, are you out? Like, cause he was going around my friends, me and him together, and he had a whole girlfriend. Yeah. So it was.
So this is a double life.
It was
This
like a
is
double. It's
a
like
man
the
on
DL life is a double life.
allegedly, allegedly though, because he was seen by other people, right?
And I think he wanted to have that girlfriend around campus or look like, a man, because he didn't want anybody judging him. But it's like, why lie about it? Just be yourself, Because I know I wasn't out, but I wasn't going around trying to date females.
You weren't getting a
Yeah,
beard, right? Like, which is
yeah.
what they call these women that take this role of to make it seem like they're straight. Okay, so was that painful for you once you found out that?
Yeah, it was, because in my mind I knew that he wasn't comfortable with being out. But it's like, I love you, so why would you? Sometimes in the gay world, when you talk to the DL people, you could catch feelings for them. And it's not going to happen. It's not going to work out because they're not comfortable with themselves. But you get attached to that life they tell you. Like, they will lay in bed with you. Some DL men will lay in bed with you and tell you this whole story of how they're going to be with you and they're going to be happy and
Open up to you.
and they're just doing that for the moment.
Are you sure it's just for the moment? I feel like it's probably also their fantasy, right? Like, hope in another parallel universe, they probably wish that they could.
Well, I'm not living in a parallel universe, so I want it now.
You're like, I'm in this universe,
Exactly.
and they
I'm in
here
this.
with
This is
me, so-
realistic. This is time. This is like you said. It's 2023 now. So why hide it? Like, I know I don't walk around everywhere. Oh, I'm gay. No, but still be comfortable with yourself. Like, why lie to me and then go out and act like you don't even know me or bash gay people or put on this whole facade outside in the streets when you just was with me last night?
Right.
And they do that. A lot of DL guys do that.
Yeah. See, I could never date DL guys as well. It was one of the things that from a younger age, I was kind of like, I'm not going to do that. Because I feel like when I came out at, I believe, 16, 17, and pretty much most of my family. And after that, it was one of those things where I'm like, I'm never going to allow myself to be put into a shadow or to have somebody not recognize me for who and what I am to them. I feel like that's lying to myself still. Like, if I'm dating someone who can't be honest enough to share me with everything that they do and their family and their people, they don't deserve me because they can't see the value and worth of having that relationship like that, you know?
Right.
I do not date people who are not out to their family and friends just because I don't want that type of drama or dealing with that, especially, you know, and
Have you experienced that though?
yeah,
Have you been with people
once when I was, like I said, like I did it once, kind of like messing around with them, and, you know,
Yeah.
talking to a guy for a while, and, you know, the same kind of issues, you know, a couple months in, you know, just spending time with each other, you know, getting to know each other, and really kind of like just spending a lot of quality time together. And then for him to turn around after, you know, kisses, make outs, maybe once or twice actually having sex, and be like, oh, this wasn't anything. I don't know why you thought this
Oh
was
my
going
God.
anywhere. And I was just kind of like, well,
Now I'm stalking
See?
you.
I'm just here crushed.
yeah, exactly.
I'm
Like,
here
great.
crushed.
Now I'm a stalker.
Exactly.
Oh, no.
Because you're
really?
not gonna play with my feelings like that.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Now I'm outside your window.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Letting people know
Letting
that there was something here.
Yeah.
Right,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
So do you still mess around with people who are on the DL?
Oh, yes, definitely. So it's still fun.
Okay,
it's
well,
just
both
fun.
of y'all are like, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Why? Is it because of the adrenaline, the rush? What is it?
I like a masculine guy. That's my type of person I want to be with. So most of the masculine guys that you have in the gay world are mostly on a DL. Like I like a hood type of dude, walk around, you know, tattoos, and it just turns me on. Like it's just a thrill for me, and I just love dealing with those type of guys. And most of the times you find those people who are like on Grindr or Jack, there are no profile pictures, and they're sending you pictures like, hey, this is me, and they're who I'm looking for.
That sounds dangerous. Is
Yeah.
that not
Oh,
dangerous?
it can be.
Yes.
Like I won't hook up with download people who cannot send photos on Grindr. Like, because you can send, of course, a picture of yourself on Grindr, and if you don't have a picture, because you know your download, that's fine. But if you're direct messaging me, I need to see a
Let me
picture.
say picture.
Yeah, you need to show me a picture of yourself.
Yeah.
That way, you know, because that's mostly for safety. You know, I tell people all the time.
But
that,
how
I
do
say,
you
just
get
be
them to
safe in
identify
that.
a photo of their face? Is that the
Yeah,
best way?
typically say send, and like the funny thing about it is like they act like they don't know what you're asking for, because they'll message you and they'll say, hey, how's it going? You know, are you looking for some fun? And then you write back, yeah, sure. Do you have any pics? And then they'll send body pics and nudes, but all cut off at the face. So you still don't get to see the face. And I'm just kind of like, see, that's either one, you're ugly, or two, you're on that dangerous side where you don't want to
Right.
identify yourself for whatever reason or purpose. And I mean, those apps are dangerous to begin with, because I mean, of course, you can lie on those
Yeah,
apps
you
left
can
and
be-
right.
Right.
You can send whatever pictures you want and everything. So I mean, I think that does come a lot with that thrill and
Yeah.
kind of the adrenaline rush of like just kind of not knowing what's gonna happen. Am I gonna die when I go out there
Oh.
tonight?
That kind of thrill, like
Yeah,
marketing
you
with your
know.
life.
Because DLs, they don't want to be exposed. They would kill you.
Yeah.
If you
Expose
play with their
them.
life, they would would kill
Have
you.
y'all been threatened before?
No, I don't care
Like,
that
how
much.
do you keep that? Like, how do you convince someone that you will keep their secret a secret?
Well, if you trust me enough to do it, then
Right.
that's your fault.
Right.
Because I'm not gonna make you feel like I'm not gonna tell. But if you think I'm not gonna tell, then sure.
Right. If
Yeah.
if they put that trust and actually come out to meet you and have fun, then
That's your life.
That's your
that was
life.
your decision. You came out and you did that of your own free will and accord. You know, I didn't come to you. You came to me.
Came to me, yo.
Period, point blank. All right, well, the conversation continues when we come back, so stay right there. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We've been talking about men who are on the DL. We've talked to a couple of gentlemen who have shared their experiences with men who are on the DL, but I wanted to bring a professional perspective to the conversation. So I've invited Dr. Larry Cease, a psychiatrist based in California. Hi, doctor. Thank you for joining me.
Hi, nice being here.
So, doctor, you do work with individuals who are LGBTQ+. So you know a thing or two about the queer community and how to help them through things. When it comes to individuals who are on the DL, how is that, what is the perspective on that?
Well, I mainly work with adolescents who are in the process of identifying themselves in the community, whether they identify themselves as bi, gay, queer, or transgender. And basically, they're working that out through themselves and how they're going to pursue this as they become older. So each individual is different. No two people are alike. So it depends on the individual that they come forward.
Right. Are you finding that most of them are thinking of societal aspects, things at
That's-
home?
Yes, the vast majority are dealing with actually their peer group. And it's usually the peer group that's pretty supportive, depending on who they're affiliated with. In addition to that, they're dealing with the family, dealing with parents, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, grandparents. So you have a generational issue there. In addition to here in California, we have, as in Texas, there's a multicultural perspective. There's a large Hispanic community. There's a large Asian community. I'm educated in Texas. I went to UT Austin and up to Texas College of Osteopathics in Fort Worth. And so in Texas, there are two predominantly main cultural communities that work through these issues. And then you have the individual themselves, what their perceptions are. And sometimes their perceptions are true, and sometimes their perceptions are not focused. In other words, it is a decision that they're making or a decision that as they perceive it, and therefore their response is to their perception. And whether that perception is correct or not is beside the point. So we have one member of the family that might be supportive, but another member of the family is not. But the individual sees that both members of the family are not supportive. So they project their feelings on the family. So they have to work through those issues.
So how can it be detrimental for all parties, for people who are on the down low?
Well, one main issue is that of the issues of depression, the issues of anxiety. And as those issues become more forefront, the individual's going to respond to the depression or to the anxiety, and it might not be based on something that's correct. So their anxiety might be what's called a false anxiety, that they're responding to something that's not legitimate.
Right. So it's a mental health issue at the end of the day.
It is a mental health issue. Obviously, I'm a psychiatrist, so we are going to be talking to individuals who have these symptoms, and that there's not any one particular way that individuals either come out or identify themselves, even though the identity was there many, 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 many years before. So they're just now responding to it.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for joining this conversation and sharing your perspective on this, Dr. Larry Cease. Really appreciate your time. All right, we'll be right back because, Christian's still got to make that wonderful cocktail for us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We've been talking about life on the DL, but I'm behind the bar now because Christian made a delicious cocktail, the Queen Bee. So you have to be here now to do what? Back that glass up.
Building this cocktail is very simple. It's kind of like a French 75. We're going to start with our cheap ingredients first.
Cheap
So
ingredients.
Grab one of your cocktail shakers there. You're going to take your simple syrup. Have a ½ ounce of that. You go cheap ingredients first because if you mess up, you throw out cheap ingredients. You're not throwing out liquor.
Ah.
See?
Genius. Genius.
Method to the madness, for sure. Then we're going to do a ½ ounce of lemon.
Okay.
Alrighty, then we have our creme de violet, which
What is
a
this?
violet liqueur.
Okay.
It's got a really nice color to it.
Yes.
Got a really pretty aroma as well too, of course. We're gonna go off with our gin.
Okay.
This is Gentle Ben. Gin makes you sin. It's one of my favorite things to drink in cocktails. It adds so much flavor.
And I've become a gin girl because of this show.
I feel like a lot of people just have misunderstandings when they don't like a certain liqueur, and I'm just like, no, it's like I understand if a liqueur is not for you, but at the same time, you can't say it's bad. It's good stuff onto there. All right, so we have all that into there. We're gonna also add a dash of lavender tincture. Now this is just lavender flowers that we've soaked in vodka. So just gonna give it a quick little dash, like that. Yeah.
Was that too much?
No,
Oh.
perfect. A dash is good. You wanna really get that in there because you want all that aroma
to
into
come
there,
out.
yes. All right, then you go ahead and take your ice, kind of cover up your cocktail like that. Give it a heart and give it a good shake.
The rhythm that Christian's got.
This is how you vibe the music at the same time with it. So now it's nice and cold.
Oh, it's freezing.
Oh yeah, definitely. Take our champagne flutes. This is what we do with double strain here. This helps kind of get rid of any extra little pieces of ice that are in the cocktail. You'll take an extra sieve here. You'll take your Hawthorne strainer, put it right on top, and then just gently pour it through.
Oh, that's pretty. I feel very professional right now, double strain. Oh,
It's all
Got
good.
a little messy, got a little messy. All right, come on, you made 2.
Now,
So we need one
made
for
2.
Noah.
We're gonna top it off with a little bit of kava here.
Ooh,
Just about 2 ounces.
okay.
So we have some lemon swaths here. You can
Okay.
use lemons now in our bar. We typically use edible flowers as our decorations onto there, but they're a little delicate, so kind of like traveling around with them is a little hard sometimes. So you're just gonna express that lemon just a little bit, just kind of bend it and give it a little roll.
Okay.
Then you're gonna take it and wipe around the edge of the glass, just around the rim. And that puts
rim
the
job.
oils. Exactly. That puts that nice oils into there, and you can just drop that
And you
lemon
just drop
swath in
it.
there.
Okay,
There you are
baby.
there.
Listen, this was such a wonderful, simple recipe to follow. If you could, you know, keep up, basically. But if you didn't jot it all down, don't even worry about it because the QR code right there, scan it, and you can get the recipe. But otherwise, you can go to Beetlejuice, and find my guy Christian behind the bar. All right, Noah, thank you so much. Christian, thank you so much. Appreciate y'all being so honest and forthcoming.
Cheers.
Cheers to y'all. Wow, wow, wow.